Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce, and I got a Friday night game I'm pumped for here. I'm sure a lot of you are pumped as well. Awesome game for a Friday night. UCLA, Washington, Pac-12 battle. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, Huskies are on the road at UCLA here. The line opens up Bruins plus 3.5. So they got UCLA. It's a pretty decent home dog. Public is definitely leaning Washington, but look at the early sharps. Money's pretty split even, so there's some early sharp money on UCLA here. Yo, so we got some reverse line movement here. If you take a look, the books have been slowly taking Washington Husky money all week, but the line continues to drop. It drops from 3.5 to 3. We're now looking at UCLA plus 2.5, despite the action being pretty heavily on Washington. Very interesting there. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be UCLA plus 6 and change. So about a 4-point lean on Washington there. So let's break down this matchup real quick, and both these offenses are good. Let's start with the offenses. Washington, #1 passing offense in the Pac-12. Actually, the #1 passing offense in the entire country against UCLA, the #1 rushing offense in the Pac-12. Yeah, I told you, this is going to be an awesome game. So we'll start with UCLA's pass defense, because like I just said, we know Washington's throwing for 369 yards through the air a game. So can the Bruins pass defense slow them down? And to be honest, it's almost impossible to answer that question right now. If you look at the numbers, it looks great for UCLA. They're 10th in the country in opponents' yards per attempt. They're 18th in the entire country in opponents' passer rating. I'm sorry. So if you look at the numbers, UCLA's been great against the pass, but they've played nobody. In fact, if you use the schedule-adjusted analytics, their defense is ranked all the way down to 62nd in the country. Perfect example, last week, UCLA played at Colorado. Now, Colorado has the worst passing offense in the Pac-12 by a pretty decent margin. This is the worst passing offense in the Pac-12. They had a freshman making his first career start at quarterback. This is Colorado. Kid threw for 258 yards and a touchdown against UCLA. So yeah, on the stat sheet, that looks like a pretty solid day defending the pass. But if you just take into consideration what was going on, UCLA's defense should have been way better than that against a first-time starter freshman in Colorado. That was a freshman making his first career start on a bad offense. What is Michael Penix and the best passing offense in the entire country so far gonna do to this defense? But let's be fair, Washington hasn't played a pass defense at all. I know a lot of people are gonna be exhausted. What about Michigan State? Yo, Michigan State's been terrible against the pass for 2 years. Did you see what Minnesota did last week? Tanner Morgan almost had a perfect day throwing the football on Michigan State. He went for like 23 of 26, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks or something. Crazy day. So I'm not going to give Michael Penix too many bonus points for lighting up Michigan State's pass defense, because it's been awful for 2 years. So yeah, Michael Penix definitely dangerous, but I think UCLA will be by far the best pass defense he's seen so far. So we'll see how that plays out. What about the other side? What about UCLA's run game versus the Washington defense? Because we already know what UCLA is going to try to do in this game. They're going to try to establish the run, keep Michael Penix and that Washington offense off the field as much as possible. So can Washington stop that? This is another one where the numbers might be a little deceiving here. If you go by the numbers, Washington's run defense has been outstanding. I think they're like 9th in the country, allowing just 2.6 yards per carry. They've been great against the run, but I think it's important to take note, this is Washington's first road game of the season. They started off with 4 home games, I believe. Might have been a neutral location in there. No, I think 4 home games. So this is Washington's first road game of the season. They go on the road to play a tough Pac-12 game at the Rose Bowl. Place is going to be rocking. UCLA has beaten Washington 8 of their last 9 times they've met at the Rose Bowl. So UCLA has dominated this matchup at home, especially with Charbonnet and Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Yo, UCLA has a quarterback-running back combination that on the season's averaging 6.8 and 8.1 yards per carry and have combined for 6 rushing touchdowns already. Also, Dorian Thompson-Robinson has been extremely efficient throwing the football as well. So Washington, on paper, they're great against the run. They've actually been pretty vulnerable against the pass. I mean, Peyton Thorne and Michigan State's offense just threw for like 330 yards on them. I really think DTR is going to throw for 300 plus in this game. I really like UCLA's offense in this game, and I'm not going to lie, I like their defense as well. They've been preparing this game for the offseason. They had a weak start. They played against nobody, almost lost to South Alabama. Want to know why? Because they've been looking ahead to this game for over a month. I think they're going to be ready, and I think they win. It's not that I think this is a flat spot for Washington. I just love this spot for the Bruins, which is why I'm fading everyone and taking them. Give me UCLA plus 2.5. I know I'm probably the only one on it, and I love it. Let's go. Anything changes with this bet, I'll let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final tickets that we as a staff put out, bet of the day, parlays of the day, underdogs of the day, top 7 bets, all that kind of stuff, just head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app if you're interested. College football week 5 is here already. Let's get some units this weekend. A lot of value on the board, so let's play smart and have a good one. I'll talk to you on Twitter.